Good morning. Today we're going to talk a little bit about finding a comfortable meditation posture. It's really important that each of us finds our own comfortable posture in which we can sit comfortably, because if we don't find a comfortable meditation posture while we're trying to do the practice, very often the discomfort in our body will bring our attention away from the meditation. So there are yoga postures and yoga practices we can do that gradually over time will open the hips, remove stiffness from the body so that we can sit more comfortably in more advanced meditation postures. But for the purpose of this 30-day meditation course, we're going to use some simple props to find a comfortable meditation posture. So I have some of the props here. We're going to use some foam blocks. And we're also going to use a meditation cushion. You'll notice this meditation cushion is not round. It's purposely shaped in a half moon position. And the idea is when you sit on the cushion, you're able to bring one heel close to the groin area. And then you place the other ankle in front of the first ankle. The most important thing about a meditation posture is that your spine is upright and that it's in a long, straight line. The easiest way to achieve this is in some sort of a modified cross-legged position. So the first thing is to come sitting on a cushion like this. If you don't have a cushion like this, you can improvise and you can use a foam block, or maybe 2 foam blocks, or possibly for some people 3 or 4 foam blocks. So I'm going to demonstrate first of all. So I'll turn sideways so that you can see. The most important thing is this long upright spine. The easiest way to achieve it is if you visualize your pelvis and you try to get the pelvis to tilt forwards. So from here, the pelvis tries to tilt forwards, and that helps to bring the knees down towards the mat. Now, depending on your hips, some people, no matter how hard they try to bring their pelvis forward, the knees will be still up in the air. And if this is what the position is, we're going to place some blocks under the knees on both sides. And it means then we can relax the muscles here in the thighs so that the blocks support the knees. What's really important is that we try not to round the spine. So we try to lift up, open up in the chest, inhale the shoulders up and back, and then let them relax down. But we keep the chest open and the spine long and straight. One of the reasons for this is if we sit like this, our lungs are crushed inward slightly, so the chest cavity is smaller than usual. And when the chest cavity is smaller, in order to breathe in the same amount of air, we have to breathe in faster. So in a way, our breathing can end up like quite fast in and out. And one of the important things about meditation is the slower you breathe, the calmer the mind. So we always try to have an open chest cavity so that we could breathe slowly to get that same amount of air into the lungs. We don't need to worry about changing the pace of the breathing. This will develop in its own way over time. If we find that the knees are still up in the air, what's useful to do is to place another block under the cushion. And I've already done this for myself. One other useful tip is, especially as we get older, in your 40s possibly, or 50s or later, is to use a blanket. And the blanket actually helps to bring heat to the joints of the body. So usually you wrap the blanket from the back, wrap it around the body, and just tuck it in whatever way feels comfortable. And then the important thing is to cover the knees and to cover the lower back. And this brings heat into the body, maintains the heat. And the heat actually can help the joints relax slightly. It becomes easier to sit like this. In the summertime, sometimes maybe we don't need this. So take the time yourself over the next day or two, experiment using different blocks. If you don't have blocks, possibly to use a few books underneath your knees, books underneath your meditation cushion. But if you're serious about this meditation practice, it's a very good idea to invest in a proper half-moon cushion and a number of different blocks, maybe 6 or 7 blocks that you can use them for different purposes. So coming, first of all, into a comfortable seated meditation posture. Taking the time to put the blocks in the right place, possibly put the blanket around your body. Placing your hands in a mudra of your choice. The tip of the first finger usually touches the tip of the thumb. Palms can either be faced upwards or downwards. When you face the palms upwards, in general, you're being receptive to more external, inspiring energy. If you're in a place that's very, very difficult to meditate, if there's a lot of other disruption going around in the environment, and you want to preserve your energy, you want to maybe protect yourself from what's going on outside, then facing the palms down can be a good idea. Fortunately, we're in a beautiful place here, very good positive energies, so we usually turn our palms upwards. Eyes and mouth gently closed, and bringing your awareness inwards. And first of all, bring your awareness through the different parts of the trunk of the body. First, bring your awareness to your right foot. Be aware of the contact the foot has with the mat, or with any other part of the body. All your awareness with the right foot. Becoming aware of the right ankle. The lower right leg. The right knee. If your awareness wanders, gently bring it back to the right knee. Becoming aware of the upper right leg. The right buttock. Now bring your awareness to your left foot. Be aware of the contact the foot has with the mat or with any other part of your body. All your awareness with the left foot. Becoming aware of the left ankle. The lower left leg. The left knee. all your awareness with the left knee. Upper left leg. The left buttock. Now become aware of both buttocks. The long, upright spine, chest slightly raised, head and neck in line with the spine. Being aware of the whole upright trunk of the body and the head and neck. Now become aware of the right hand resting in a mudra. And become aware of the whole right arm. Bring your awareness to your left hand resting in a mudra. The whole left arm. Now become aware of both legs. The whole upright trunk of the body, head and neck, and both arms. Become aware of the body as a whole, sitting statue-like and still. Awareness of the whole body. And without trying to change the breath, becoming aware of the air coming in through both nostrils, meeting at the eyebrow center on the inhalation, and on the exhalation moving back from the eyebrow center out through both nostrils. Keeping about half of your awareness on the breath flowing through the nostrils, a quarter of your awareness with the body as a whole sitting statue-like and still, and a quarter of your awareness open and spacious. There's going to be very few more instructions, and you're going to sit for about the next 10 minutes, keeping your awareness with the breath. If you notice the mind getting caught up in a whole train of thought, say to yourself you can deal with those thoughts when the practice is over. And gently bring your awareness back to the breath. If you notice the mind has gently wandered off, just gently bring your awareness back to the breath. And continuing with the practice, but not trying so hard. Just enjoy watching the breath. And continuing for 3 more breaths, then letting go of the practice, keeping the body absolutely still, awareness with the eyebrow center. And in a moment, we're going to chant Om 3 times together. So first of all, inhaling deeply. Then bring your hands together in front of the heart in prayer position. Making the dedication, so feeling that any benefits you may have gained during this practice as a result of this practice, you're dedicating these benefits to the enlightenment of all sentient beings. First of all, inhaling. Exhaling, bowing your heads forward. And then take your time, just gently opening your eyes. Do you want to come lying, or are you a bit uncomfortable? So come lying with your head down here. So again, thanks to Shanti for joining us for the meditation practice. And Shanti has been meditating nearly for a month now at this stage, every day of the week. The sitting posture is very different for every one of us. Shanti discovered a few weeks ago that it was uncomfortable sitting on this block. And as a result, she found that the block was actually slowing down the blood circulation, and she was getting pins and needles, and she was quite uncomfortable. So she found a very good compromise of using the special mats we have at the yoga center here. She rolled it up, and this gave her, Shanti doesn't need much of a cushion. So she sat on this, and it was a nice soft support, so it didn't interfere with the blood supply. This morning I forgot about it, and Shanti was sitting on the uncomfortable block. But each of us have to find our own way of sitting. If we're a bit older, we should be compassionate with ourselves, not trying to be too hard on ourselves. In general, the older and the stiffer you are, sometimes we need a higher block. So underneath the cushion, it's a good idea maybe to put a block under it. If you find that this is still very uncomfortable for you, because we all have different bodies, maybe you need a much higher cushion again. Maybe you need to sit on a bolster. If this doesn't work for you, you could actually sit on a meditation stool. If you don't feel comfortable the first day or two sitting on the cushions with props, it's a good idea to persevere at least maybe for a week. The benefits of sitting cross-legged are fantastic. If you really can't find a comfortable meditation posture after a week, then you could sit on a chair. One of the most important things if you sit on a chair is don't lie with your back against the back of the chair. Try to sit with a little distance away from the back of the chair so you're still sitting up tall and straight, and you're using your muscles to help sit up tall and straight. It's a little bit difficult to see, but I'll try to exaggerate. Instead of sitting up tall and straight, if you lie against a chair, almost invariably after a few minutes you'll sink down like this, and the chair will be supporting you. Your internal structure won't be supporting you. When that happens, usually the chest cavity collapses slightly. The energy ebbs slightly in the body. Whereas if you're able to sit up tall and straight, this maintains the energy in the body, and it also keeps the chest cavity open. So it's a matter of experimentation over the next few days, the next couple of weeks, to find that position that's the most comfortable for you. So I wish you well with the practice. I hope you're able to keep it up every single day, and best of luck with it.